Good morning, comrades, and today it's my utter pleasure to present to you this video because today is the first day of 2019 that TF Nürburgring Touristenfahrten Nordschleife is open. And this video is going to be for the beginners and for advanced drivers who are mostly interested to see how the track changes are like. So for beginners, let's start at the beginning at the Nürburgring Info Center. This is usually where the GPS will take you if you're gonna insert Nürburgring. You're gonna come here, you're gonna ask like, hey, where's the track entrance? It's somewhere else. And that's where we are going currently, so I can show you where it is. At the info center, however, you can buy your lap tickets. You can also purchase them online. You can get an app. All of that information you can find in the video description. And once you got the ticket, you can go. By the way, you don't have to book ticket in advance. You can just come on the spot, buy your tickets, and have lots and lots of fun. Speaking of fun, while we're going to the track, let's talk about some rules. First of all, your car needs to be street legal according to the rules in Germany, according to the German traffic law. So this means if you're coming from the UK with a massive spoiler where you can basically sleep on and save a lot of hotel costs, it's not gonna fly. Also, your seats, you cannot have ears. This means, you can have bucket seats, obviously, but do not have ears that prevent your, not prevent, but obstruct your vision slightly. Of course, there can be lots of comments like, oh no, I can see it fine. Well, what about race car drivers? Well, what about race car drivers? This is, although it's a racetrack, during public session, it is considered as a public road, and thereby the same rules as on a public road apply. So you need to enjoy the track. If you want to go a bit faster, well, either go for a track day or even better, enter racing series. And then you can do whatever. You can have ears, you can have non-street legal cars, full race cars, etc. Now, I just want to say to everyone who is ever coming to the Nürburgring, we're now rolling through the main street of the village of Nürburg, which has roughly 167 inhabitants according to the Wikipedia. Maybe the number has changed recently. And lots of people try to show off, go flat out, and yeah, the racetrack is just around the corner. So save your ego, save your compensations, so to say, for the racetrack. Because here on the left and on the right, where we live, we have little children playing between 3 and 6 years old, and it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant when people just floor it when, again, 30 seconds after you have an actual racetrack. So please chill out. And that's why you can see here a couple of obstructions that police has placed, because in the recent years has been just crazy. So guys, keep the racing to the racetrack, or in this case, public road. Now, what else regarding the rules? Apart from the ears that I told you and the massive spoilers that are not allowed, the Hunt system. So the Hunt system, again, according to the thinking behind it, it obstructs your movement and your vision. So this is not allowed. Helmets, however, are allowed or even mandatory. If you have a full-blown roll cage, then it's mandatory, and you should also have a padding. But I mean, if you're gonna decide like, I'm fine without the helmet with a roll cage, then well, you need some education. What else? Well, videoing is actually officially not allowed. And although everyone's gonna say, what about all those YouTube videos that we see, and even my video, first of all, is licensed. So I request a video license from the Nürburgring, like, hey, I'd like to make a how-to video with a very nice story where I can tell people how to drive the Nürburgring. That's granted. If people are gonna post crash videos, well, this is not allowed. Why are they still there? Well, Nürburgring has a lot of other things to do than enforcing all those regulations. Good. More on the rules later on. We have arrived at the track entrance, pretty much. We have here the roundabout. On the right is the track entrance. On the left, just for your convenience, this is the ticket office and also overflow car park, where you should go when the track is closed. So we go to the left, to the actual track entrance, and it's a two-way lane. On the left is where the cars are coming off. However, you can also, from here on, you can take the left lane to go to the main car park, or to the right to the taxi car park. But in our case, we're gonna go straight onto the track. You need a lap ticket that you can buy at the lap ticket office or the info center, and then pick one of the 3 lanes. The right-hand drive cars should pick the left and the middle lane, because they have ticket scanners for the right-hand drive cars on the right side. Now, tada, put it against the orange scanner. If you have a barcode, you can just put it against the barcode scanner, obviously. On the left, we see a truck from a company called Lens. This is one of the changes for 2019, because in the past it was Bongard who was doing all the recovery, now it's Lens. And here we have some attempt of having the speed bumps. I think it's necessary. Last year we didn't have the speed bumps, we had this straight. Before that it was kind of a slalom, an S, and now we have this. Once you're on the track, proceed. Well, in my case, I was maybe a bit too enthusiastic. You should definitely take it easy, especially if you're first. I always say you cannot impress anyone. You can only make everybody laugh. So do not try to do anything crazy. Just enjoy the track. Enjoy the fact that you're driving on the same piece of tarmac like Niki Lauda, James Hunt, and you name it, who drove it here before you. Jackie Stewart, of course, the one who named it after the Green Hell. On the wet, however, also be extra careful. But in general, also make sure that your car is in good condition. Make sure to check your tires, tire pressure, your brakes, and yeah, maybe, again, do not try to impress anyone, just enjoy it. So, what else do we have? What are we going to talk about for the advanced drivers today? Obviously, most importantly, everyone wants to know, what about the track changes? What about the track changes for 2019? Because the Nürburgring has changed the tarmac, roughly 2.5 kilometers in a couple of sections. There's one thing that we're going to see in a bit at Hatzenbach is actually the wall, the tire wall came closer, and we're going to see it in a bit. Again, what I also want to show, as you can see, I'm just driving casually right now, talking to you, having a conversation and enjoying the track. My first lap of 2019. This is pretty great. So do not try to go crazy, make sure that you're sitting nice. I'm becoming old and boring telling you how to drive. But yeah, that's the first change. See how close the barrier is. So make sure to be very, very cautious, very cautious. Do not try to do anything stupid, because the barriers are very close and they're very expensive. And to answer the question, how expensive, depending on how crazy you're gonna go, obviously. Now, the sun is coming out, and also again, for people who have never seen the Nürburgring or they want to see what's it about, actually, yeah, the most challenging part is, as you can see, the sun is shining here. It was raining somewhere else, maybe somewhere else is snowing, it happens. And we are now approaching Quiddebacher Höhe. A lot of people confuse it with Flugplatz. Flugplatz is coming slightly after, and that's where we're gonna have the first part of the tarmac change. So here we have a very nice double right-hander and a nice Miata as well. So we can go back to the rules. Here's the new tarmac, ta-da, very smooth. Now, when you approach a traffic ahead of you, it's better to indicate on the left. He's indicating on the right, showing to me that he has seen me. He's gonna stay on the right, and I'm showing to him that I would like to overtake. Nice and easy, nice and smooth. Thank you very much. Now here is the no bump, used to be a bump, and the left side was also very bumpy, but as you can see, it allows you less stress. You can even overtake someone like I did. I don't recommend to do it, but this is something that, again, anyone could do. Very, very smooth piece of tarmac. Again, usually Schwedenkreuz used to be the very challenging section, but right now I can just easily talk to you and enjoy the lap. Foxhole, well, while we're at it, there is nothing special here except for being one of the most exciting parts of the racetrack. I just want to give you a small tip: never brake at the bottom of the foxhole, because if you're gonna do that, you're gonna unsettle the car massively. And what's gonna happen next? Well, you probably don't wanna know. I also recommend not to take any curbstones, like you have here on the left when it's wet, because it can unsettle the car very much as well. And yeah, try not to go straight through Adenauer Forest, but a lot of people make a mistake. So just stay on the right and then smoothly to the left, and then ole! You can see a lot of people are filming there, so you can end up on that guy's YouTube channel. Better not. Yeah, from here we're approaching Metzgesfeld, which has another new part of tarmac. And I'm going to tell you something about that in particular, because in the past it was a very slippery surface. In fact, in 1950s, I hope you don't mind all my talking, and if you want to see just like a casual onboard lap where there's like really racing, just look up some VLN laps, and I enjoy talking to you guys. And on my first lap, 2019. Yeah, in 1950s it was called the corner of death, because there was absolutely no guardrail, so people who would not brake enough here or would run off other brakes would go straight off the hill and end up at the restaurant 27. That's a very bad joke, but yeah. Well, interesting thing, this is already new tarmac, and in the past people know that when it was wet it was very, very slippery, but right now I even took the dry line in the wet, which is surprising. The question is, how long is it gonna last? How long is it gonna take until all the cars, all the race cars, all the prototypes will lay out all the rubber on the track, which make it extra slippery. But even here, miss hit miss, sufficient amount of grip, and most importantly, again, very smooth, very flat. I mean, German engineering. Sometimes I have my questions with their cars, I mean, with any cars, but regarding the asphalt, regarding the tarmac, very good job whoever was constructing the track. Very good, very smooth, very nice, very pleasant to drive, and very confident. Approaching Breitscheid, the second exit and entrance. Yeah, here also new tarmac, very smooth. Try not to hit the wall of champions. It's the only concrete wall on the track. And here, again, the same thing. Let's try the inside line. Usually, definitely do not try it with the E36 because you'll end up spinning out and be one of the reasons why there is a new guardrail on the right. As you can see, I'm just cruising, no high RPM, nothing crazy, and still having lots of fun. That's how you should do it. Do not try to do anything crazy. Lap timing is also prohibited. A lot of people are gonna ask, oh, why, what, everyone is doing that. Well, first of all, it is causing accidents because people are trying to impress themselves or their friends on the Nürburgring Now group, for example, or something. And reason number two, simply you are then not insured. So on the public roads, as a Nürburgring Nordschleife, when it's TF, insurance is available, it's all fine, unless you have, well, if you have a German car and insurance is available, or better said, not excluded, then it's all fine. But yeah, if you're gonna do some lap timing, your insurance is gonna say, oh yeah, you've been lap timing. They're gonna look on your YouTube channel and say, well, let's not talk about bad things, let's talk about good things, how good the weather is today. Maybe you probably want me to shut up at all. Yeah, but it's so difficult after having almost half a year winter stop when there was nothing to do. And now I can finally unleash my soul and let it talk and enjoy the track and share the enjoyment with you. Wow, absolutely fabulous, absolutely great. For the audio audience, maybe I should be quiet right now because I'm approaching a very special part of the track close to me. Again, showing how to overtake, turn the indicator to the left, and do it nice and easy, especially here at Starstrike. Oh, look at that, a new tire wall, I can tell that. Very nice, very nice. Regarding carousel, let me tell you another piece of advice. Aim for the sign 143, then you have a perfect entry, but most importantly, do not go on the throttle because you might get thrown out. So just stay on the concrete wall smoothly and don't go anything crazy. Also staying on outside, perfectly fine. If there's a faster traffic approaching from behind, you stay on the outside, let them pass, and continue your movements. Now, the final part, which has tarmac change, which is here at Ho 8. So here we go. I think, yeah, here we start. And again, this was one of the slippiest surfaces of the track before they changed the tarmac. But now, again, took the dry line on the wet just to see how it is. And it's great. It's perfect. It's fabulous. It's amazing. Again, great asphalt engineering, if I may say so. For the rest of the track, I just want to say, for people who are thinking, oh, rain laps, oh no, I will just rather stay home. Look at that. I mean, it's the best part. You have the whole track for yourself. You don't have all the traffic. Don't have the Sunday, June traffic, the Greenhouse driving days traffic. You can just enjoy the track, unless you have me next to you, because then I'm going to keep on talking. It's probably, I've never talked more in my life on a lap than I did today. That's because Robert is not with me. Usually we have a casual conversation. Okay, I think by now it's becoming very boring. Should I tell you something else? I don't know, here's Brünchen, the YouTube corner. Will I end up on YouTube? Better not. Also make sure that you're not one of those guys who are gonna end up on YouTube. Very slippery still, because it's all tarmac, so the inside is very slippery. Here you should take the rain line, so stay on the outside. Here, ice curve speaks for itself, slippery. We can take a curb, so just a bit, just one, it's fine. And Garden, actually, when I was making a construction video here, I saw that there was a small piece of tarmac that they replaced, but it's not gonna be like influential. And probably, should we talk about lap times? No, Nürburgring, I don't mean lap times in general, but a lot of people still ask, like, oh, they replaced tarmac, are all the lap times gonna be now different or invalid? No, because Nürburgring is undergoing constant changes. And for example, in the 1970s, they removed the jump at Brünchen. Yeah, there was a jump. Too bad we didn't witness it, huh? Most of you guys and me. So it's constantly changing and it's still a reference point. However, a very good question is, does it mean that Assetto Corsa and other simulators need to scan the track? Yes. Again, it's just like I'm talking about things that I remember from the comments on my YouTube video, answering your stuff. Yep. We're approaching almost the end of the lap. It's pretty slippery right now. Also, the tire pressure went up slightly, so we have a bit less control, so to say. So this is also something that you need to be aware of. Make sure to, to run optimal tire pressure if you're running lap after lap, and enjoy the track. Approaching the end, a very important part of the track, especially here at the end, is because a lot of people try to overcompensate again by going flat out on the main straight. So you could go flat out here if the circumstances allow you to. But I always say let go of the accelerator and stay on the right side. For people who do want to go flat out and overtake you on the left, just stay here, let the car roll out roughly 100 kilometers an hour, cool down the brakes, and your car is going to be very grateful. Your brakes and your engine, your gearbox and everything. And then get off the track. So at this point, I'm really curious how this video is going to turn out. Like lots of talking and stuff. There's one more thing that I'm going to show you, which is like one of the most frequently asked questions is how to get to the gas station, how to get to ED, the most famous gas station. First, let me show you how you get off the track. Again, start braking way in ahead so you will not overcook your brakes. Stay on the right line, check the mirrors, because sometimes the taxis are trying to get in very quickly because time is money. They have passengers that they need to take out, so those could be approaching very fast. Stay in the right lane, and here you have the exit to the right. The traffic situation hasn't changed as of last year, so you have just here, you go to the right. Don't try going to the left, otherwise one of the marshals gonna be very upset. You can go either here to the left or straight, and then you will end up eventually on the same spot. You can take some parkings, go get a burger at the Devil's Diner, and proceed. And here we exit the car park. Again, watch out for occasional pedestrians. You don't want to hit those. Go to the right, and right again if you want to get to the ED. Another thing is sometimes you realize that you didn't cool down your brakes enough, and then you should drive your car a bit more to cool them down for whichever reason. Then here you have the nice straight. Do not go again flat out, although here we don't have children like we have on the main straight, but still, don't be a dick when there's a racetrack right next to you, literally. Good. You can go straight if you want to go to the gas station. You can also go left here, and it will almost pretty much take you straight there as well. It's also a very nice tunnel here if you want to do something. I'm not gonna tell you what you can do here, but for certain things it offers some opportunities, but better also not do it, because after all, it's a public road. Good. We're approaching the gas station. This means also approaching the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm very sorry for a lot of talks. I tried to make it a bit, informative and thereby entertaining. And again, there are plenty of other onboards where I'm quiet. Make sure to check them out on my channel. But for now, that was awesome. It's very good to be back. Very good to have the track open again. I'm very excited. I hope you as well. I hope it makes you excited to come over here, drive the world's most demanding, most amazing racetrack in the world. And so the ED is here where you can buy your Nürburgring stickers after you did your lap, not before. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't. Or you can also get fuel and food. Food is very good here. Good. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Don't try to impress anyone, and you're gonna have awesome time of your life. Final tip of the day at ED at the end, when there are some croissants left, you can come and pick them up for free. So always make sure to check here in after your laps. So you can not only get the stickers here, but also free croissants.